Now let's take up questions from the exercise 20. Question number 1. It says 17 raised to the power 3.5 into 17 raised to the power question mark. Let's say question mark is x is equal to 17 raised to the power 8. So we know that when the bases are same, we can add the powers. So 17 raised to the power 3.5 plus x is equal to 17 raised to the power 8. Now on both sides, bases are same, so the powers would be equal. So 3.5 plus x is equal to 8. So the value of x will be 8 minus 3.5, which would be equal to 4.5. That's the answer of this question. Alright, let's take question number 2. It says a by b raised to the power x minus 1 is equal to b by a raised to the power x minus 3. Now see, a by b and b by a are reciprocal of each other. That means power minus 1. So we can write it like this: a by b raised to the power x minus 1 equal to a by b raised to the power minus of x minus 3. So if anything becomes reciprocal of each of its own, the power becomes negative. Now the bases are same on both the sides. So what we can do is we can equate the power. So x minus 1 is equal to minus x minus 3, which is minus x plus 3. So minus x comes to the left hand side, it becomes 2x. 1 goes to the right hand side, it becomes 4. So this means x is equal to 2. Alright, so here what we have done is, if we take reciprocal of b by a, the power becomes negative. Okay, so this is question number 2. Now let's say question number 3. Given that 10 raised to the power 0.48, 10 raised to the power 0.48, alright, is equal to x, 10 raised to the power 0.70 is equal to y, and is given that x raised to the power z is equal to y raised to the power 2. Be very careful, x raised to the power z is equal to y raised to the power 2. We have to find the value of z. Now in place of x, put 10 raised to the power 0.48. Okay, whole to the power z. In place of y, put 10 raised to the power 0.7 whole to the power 2. Now in such cases the powers get multiplied, so we will have 10 raised to the power 0.48 into z is equal to 10 raised to the power 0.7 into 2. So the powers can be equated because the bases are same on both the sides. Bases are 10. So 0.48 into z is equal to 0.7 into 2. So z is equal to 0.7 into 2 divided by 0.48. So if you remove the decimals, it becomes 70 into 2, that is 140 divided by 48. The question is asking the value of z is close to, that means we have to find the approximate value. Now 140 cancels by 2, so 70, and then 48 cancels by 2, 24. Further, it is 70 by 24, which is 35 by 12. So it has to be very close to 2, that is approximately equal to, so I'll say approximately equal to 2.9. Right, so on division you can get it is approximately 2.9. Then let's take up the next question, question number 4. It says 5 raised to the power a is equal to 3125. From here only, if you check the powers of 5 are 5 raised to 1 is 5, 5 raised to 2 is 25, 5 raised to 3 is 125, 5 raised to 4 is 625, 5 raised to 5 is 3125. Here 3125 is given, so we'll straight away write it as 5 raised to the power 5. Right? The bases are same, so that means we get a equal to 5. Then the question is asking what is the value of 5 raised to the power a minus 3 That means 5 raised to the power 5 minus 3. That means 5 raised to the power 2, which is 25. So the answer of the question is 25. Okay. Now the next question. Similarly, we know the powers of 3. The powers of 3 are 3, 9, 27, 81, 243 and so on. So here the question says 3 raised to the power x minus y is equal to 27, which is 3 raised to the power 3. So we get one equation as x minus y equal to 3. Bases are same, so we have equated the powers. Okay. Similarly, if we have 3 raised to the power x plus y equal to 243. Now 243 is 3 raised to the power 5. It means x plus y is equal to 5. So we have two equations. If you add them, y gets cancelled and you get, so let's add them. X minus y equal to 3, x plus y equal to 5. If you add them, y gets cancelled and you get 2x equal to 8. That means x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1. So the values of x and y are 4 and 1. The question is asking about x only. So the answer is 4. Okay. Now let's take question number 6. Question number 6 is 256 raised to the power 0.16 into 0.16 into 256 raised to the power 0.09. Alright. So if the bases are same, the powers will get added. So it becomes 256 raised to the power 0.16 plus 0.09, which will become and 256 itself is 2 raised to the power 8. You can check the powers of 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128 and 256. So 256 is 2 raised to the power 8. And in the power 0.16 plus 0.09 will add up to give you 0.25. Right? Now the powers will get multiplied, so it becomes 2 raised to the power 8 into 0.25. Now 8 into 0.25 is equal to 2. So it is 2 raised to the power 2. Hence the answer is 4. So the final answer of the question is 4. Okay. Let's take up the question number 7. It says find the value of 10 raised to the power 150 divided by 10 raised to the power 146. So it is 10 raised to the power 150 divided by 10 raised to the power 146. So on multiplication, for the same base, powers get added, and on division on the same base, powers get subtracted. So it is 10 raised to the power 150 minus 146. Now 150 minus 146 is 4, so it is 10 raised to the power 4, which is 10,000. So the answer of the question is 10,000. Now let's take up question number 8. Question number 8, it says 1 upon 1 plus x raised to the power b minus a plus x raised to the power c minus a plus 1 upon 1 plus x raised to the power a minus b plus x raised to the power c minus b plus 1 upon 1 plus x raised to the power b minus c plus x raised to the power a minus c. Okay, so what we need to do here is we open it. How do we open? Let's see. It is 1 divided by 1 plus x raised to the power b minus a can be written as x raised to the power b divided by x raised to the power a plus x raised to c minus a can be written as x raised to c upon x raised to the power a plus the next one can be written as 1 plus x raised to the power a upon x raised to the power b plus x raised to the power c upon x raised to the power b plus the third one can be written as 1 upon 1 plus x raised to the power b upon x raised to the power c plus x raised to the power a upon x raised to the power c. Alright. Now in the denominator, first do some work. It will be 1 divided by LCM will be x raised to the power a, and here we'll get x raised to the power a plus x raised to the power b plus x raised to the power c. Plus in the second one we'll again get LCM is x raised to the power b, and we will have x raised to the power b plus x raised to the power a plus x raised to the power c. Plus in the third one we will have 1 divided by LCM is x raised to the power c, and in the numerator of denominator we will have x raised to the power c plus x raised to the power b plus x raised to the power a. Alright. Now this x raised to a comes in numerator, x raised to b comes in numerator, and x raised to c comes in numerator. So we will have x raised to a divided by x raised to a plus x raised to b plus x raised to c, plus the second one will be x raised to b divided by the same thing, x raised to b plus x raised to a plus x raised to c. Now the third one will become x raised to c divided by x raised to c plus x raised to b plus x raised to a. Now if you look at the three expressions, in all of them the denominator is the same. So take LCM as x raised to a plus x raised to b plus x raised to c. And in the numerator we will have x raised to a plus from here x raised to b, and from the third one x raised to c. So it gets cancelled and we get the answer as 1. Alright. Now let's take up question number 9. It says 25 raised to the power 7.5 into 5 raised to the power 2.5 divided by 125 raised to the power 1.5 is equal to 5 raised to the power question mark. Let's say x is the value of question mark. So we have to find x. Now first what we do is write it like this. This 25 can be written as 5 square whole to the power 7.5 into 5 raised to the power 2.5 divided by this 125 raised to the power 1.5. Okay, this is equal to 5 raised to the power x. Now this 5 square to the power, so this power gets multiplied, so we get 5 to the power 2 into 7.5 into 5 to the power 2.5, and in the denominator 125 can be written as 5 cube whole to the power 1.5, and this whole thing is equal to 5 to the power x. That means we get 5 raised to the power 15 into 5 raised to the power 2.5 divided by 5 raised to the power 3 into 1.5. In the denominator also the powers get multiplied, is equal to 5 raised to the power x. Now from here what we can do, in the numerator powers will get added, so it becomes 5 raised to the power 15 plus 2.5, and the denominator we have 5 raised to the power 3 into 1.5 is 4.5, and that is equal to 5 raised to the power x. Now in the numerator it will become 5 raised to the power 15 plus 2.5, that is 17.5, and in the denominator 5 raised to the power 4.5 is equal to 5 raised to the power x. Hence it can be written as 5 raised to the power 17.5 minus 4.5, that is equal to 5 raised to the power x. Now 17.5 minus 4.5 will be 13. So 5 raised to the power 13 is equal to 5 raised to the power x. Bases are same, so we can say the value of x is equal to 13. So the required value of the question mark is 13. Now the next question, question number 10. It says 0.04 to the power minus 1.5. Now the first thing that we need to do is remove negative sign. So it becomes 1 upon 0.04 to the power 1.5. Now 0.04 is actually 0.2 square. So we can write it as 1 upon 0.2 square and whole to the power 1.5. So power will get multiplied. So we have 1 upon 0.2 to the power 2 into 1.5. So powers will get multiplied. Now 2 into 1.5 is 3. So it is 1 upon 0.2 to the power 3. Okay. Now this is 1 upon 0.008. 0.2 into 0.2 into 0.2. That is 0.008, which is 1000 divided by 8. Now 1000 divided, if you remove the decimal, you will get 3 zeros in the numerator. So 1000 by 8 would be equal to 125. So the answer of question is 125. Okay. Now let's take question number 11. If we can do it directly, let's see, it says 243 to the power n by 5 into 3 to the power 2n plus 1 divided by 9 to the power n into 3 to the power n minus 1. So first let's do one thing, convert every number as a power of 3. Now the first one, 243 will become 3 raised to the power 5 whole to the power n by 5 into 3 raised to the power 2n plus 1. In the denominator, 9 raised to n, 9 can be written as 3 square to the power n into 3 raised to the power n minus 1. So now the powers of power get multiplied. So in the first one we will have 3 raised to the power 5 into n by 5. 5 gets cancelled. So we have 3 raised to n plus, not plus, it is multiplication 3 raised to 2n plus 1 divided by 3 raised to 2n into 3 raised to n minus 1. Now in the single shot, what we can do is we can take all the powers together. So whatever is in numerator, all the powers will get added. So it is n plus 2n plus 1, and whatever is in the denominator will get subtracted. So minus 2n minus n minus 1. Alright, so 2n and 2n get cancelled, and then we have 3 raised to the power n plus 1. Open it subtraction, open it carefully, minus n plus 1. So n and n also get cancelled, and we will have 3 raised to the power 2, which is equal to 9. So the answer of the question is 9. Now let's take up the next question, question number 12. Question number 12, it says 1 upon 1 plus a raised to the power n minus m plus 1 upon 1 plus a raised to the power m minus n. Right? Open it carefully. So it will be 1 upon 1 plus a raised to the power n divided by a raised to the power m plus 1 upon 1 plus a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n. This whole thing is in denominator and this whole thing is in the denominator. Now, in the denominator, we will have LCM as a raised to the power m, and in the numerator of denominator, we will have a raised to m plus a raised to n. And this whole thing is in denominator of the first expression. Plus 1 divided by, and in the second one, LCM is a raised to n, and we will have a raised to n plus a raised to m. Now, so this must become a raised to m. This a raised to m will go to the numerator. So this a raised to m divided by a raised to m plus a raised to n plus a raised to n divided by a raised to n plus a raised to m. As you can see, the denominators are same. So take LCM as a raised to m plus a raised to n. From the first one, in numerator you will get a raised to m plus a raised to n. So it becomes same. So that you can cancel and you get the answer as 1. So answer of the question is 1. Alright. Now let's take question number 13. It says m and n are whole numbers such that m raised to the power n is equal to 121. Then we have to find the value of m minus 1 whole raised to the power n plus 1. Now there are two ways to do this. This m121 can be written as either 121 raised to the power 1 or 11 raised to the power 2. Let's take them one by one. If I take the first one, that is m raised to the power n is equal to 121 raised to the power 1. In that case, m will be equal to 121, n will be equal to 1. And then the value of m minus 1 whole to the power n plus 1 will be calculated as 121 minus 1 whole to the power 1 plus 1, which is 120 raised to the power 2. Now 12 square is 144 and 0 square would be 2 zeros. So one possible answer is 14,400. But that is not there in the options. So let's try the other one. If I take m raised to the power n is equal to 11 raised to the power 2. So we can say that m would be equal to 11 and n would be equal to 2. In that case, m minus 1 whole to the power n plus 1 would be equal to 11 minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1. This gives us 10 raised to the power 3, which is 1000. This is the second possible answer and is there in the options. Don't worry, the options would be always the correct ones, so you will be able to identify. So here the answer is 1000. Okay. Now let's consider the next question, question number 14. It says x raised to the power b divided by x raised to the power c whole to the power b plus c minus a into x raised to the power c divided by x raised to the power a whole to the power c plus a minus b into x raised to the power a divided by x raised to the power b whole to the power a plus b minus c. Right? Now let's see. So first what we do is inside the bracket it is x raised to b divided by x raised to c. So we can take it as x raised to the power b minus c whole to the power b plus c minus a into x raised to the power c minus a whole to the power c plus a minus b into x raised to the power a minus b whole to the power a plus b minus c. Now this would become, now the powers will get multiplied and we'll get x raised to the power b minus c into b plus c minus a, whole thing into x raised to the power c minus a into c plus a minus b into x raised to the power a minus b into a plus b minus c. Alright. Now if you multiply, let's say first one, it is b minus c into b plus c minus a. Let's consider b plus c as one item, b minus c is the other item. So we'll have, first one will be b minus c into b plus c, b minus c into b plus c minus a into b minus c. The second one will be x raised to the power c minus a into c plus a minus b into c minus a. And the third one would be x raised to the power a minus b into a plus b minus c into a minus b. Alright. Now if you simplify this, it will be x raised to the power b minus c into b plus c would be b square minus c square. Open the other bracket, it is minus ab plus ac into, second one would be x raised to the power c square minus a square minus bc plus ab. Third one would be x raised to the power a square minus b square minus ca plus bc. Now all of them have base as x, so all the powers will get added. So it is x raised to the power b square minus c square minus ab plus ac plus c square minus a square minus bc plus ab plus a square minus b square minus ca plus bc. So all the powers will get added. Right, now you can see that this b square is cancelled with this b square, this minus c square is cancelled with this plus c square, minus AB is cancelled with plus AB, plus AC is cancelled with minus CA, minus A square here is cancelled with plus A square, minus BC is cancelled with plus BC. So everything, the entire power becomes 0. So it is x raised to the power 0. Hence the final answer is equal to 1. So the answer of the question is 1. The entire power becomes 0. Okay. Now, let's consider question number 15. It's a question of irrational numbers and their rationalization. So question number 15, it says x is equal to 3 plus 2 root 2. Alright, so what we need to do is, we have to find x minus 1 by x. So first, let's find 1 by x. If x is 3 plus 2 root 2, then 1 by x would be 1 by 3 plus 2 root 2. Right? Now we have to rationalize this. Now whenever we have to rationalize, we have to multiply by the conjugate. Here the number is 3 plus 2 root 2, so its conjugate would be 3 minus 2 root 2. Right? Just change the sign of the irrational part, so it is minus 2 root 2. So it will be multiplied by 3 minus 2 root 2 in the numerator and 3 minus 2 root 2 in the denominator. So we will have 1 by x equal to 3 minus 2 root 2 in the numerator, and in the denominator it will be a plus b into a minus b. Hence it will be a square minus b square, and that gives us 3 square minus 2 root 2 square. Okay, so 1 by x is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2 divided by 9 minus 8. Alright, which is 9 minus 8 is 1. So 1 by x is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2. So we have x is equal to 3 plus 2 root 2 and 1 by x is equal to 3 minus 2 root 2. And the question is asking x minus 1 by x. So in place of x we put 3 plus 2 root 2, and in place of 1 by x we put 3 minus 2 root 2. If you open the bracket, so 3 plus 2 root 2 minus 3 plus 2 root 2. Alright, so 3 and 3 get cancelled. 2 root 2 plus 2 root 2 becomes 4 root 2. So the answer of this question is 4 root 2. Okay. Now let's take up the next question, question number 16. It's similar to question number 14, but let's see how it comes. It says x raised to the power a divided by x raised to the power b whole to the power a square plus b square plus ab into x raised to the power b upon x raised to the power c whole to the power b square plus c square plus bc into x raised to the power c upon x raised to the power a whole to the power c square plus a square plus ab. Okay, plus ab. Alright, now simplify this to get, you will get in the first step it will be x raised to the power a minus b whole to the power a square plus b square plus ab. Alright, then we have x raised to the power b minus c whole to the power b square plus c square plus bc multiplied by x raised to the power c minus a whole to the power c square plus a square plus this last one was ac. One second, here the last one was ac. Okay, so c square plus a square plus ac. Now the powers will get multiplied, so we will have x raised to the power a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So I'm just writing in the proper order. X raised to the power b minus c into b square plus bc plus c square, and into x raised to the power c minus a into c square plus ca plus a square. Right? Now I hope you remember there is a formula of x cube minus y cube that is given as x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. Alright. Now according to this formula, you can apply here, if you look at the reverse side, x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square, it is x cube minus y cube. So this question will have x to the power. The first one is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Hence it will be a cube minus b cube into the second one will become, it is b minus c into b square plus bc plus c square. So it will become b cube minus c cube. And the third one will be x raised to the power c cube minus a cube. Now for all of these, the base is same, that is x, so the powers will get added. Alright, so the powers will get added and we'll get x raised to the power a cube minus b cube plus b cube minus c cube plus c cube minus a cube. Alright, and hence all of them will get cancelled. A cube and a cube will be cancelled, b cube and b cube will be cancelled, and c cube and c cube will be cancelled. So we will have x raised to the power 0, hence the answer is 1. Anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Alright.